Well, hey everyone, welcome to Techntux's Let's Play Minecraft Season 1, Episode 10. Let's get started. Alright, so, first thing I want to make is a cobble generator. I could make this with just default Minecraft, or Red Power, or, you know, there's multiple different options. I'm actually going to use ComputerCraft to make a cobble generator. So let's see how this is going to work. First of all, I'm going to set some glass down here. This is going to make it so we can see really easy what's going on. Let's see. Try to make this as dead center as possible. We'll stick that there. I'm leaving these two centers open for what I'm going to stick in there. Awesome. Alrighty. Then we'll make these higher. And there we go. There's the basics for what I want to do. I'll stick a piece of cobble on this side so I can actually get up there. Oops, didn't give myself enough room. Alright. And the other thing I'm going to do here is dig down. There we go. We'll go this way a little ways. And let's see, that should, I think, be good. Then we'll dig down one more again. Sweet. Alright. So that's going to be the basis for what I want to do. Then we'll get up in here. Whoa. I made it so I can't get out. Alright, let's try that again. Alright, we'll go ahead and get rid of all of this up here so I can actually see what I'm doing down there. And I got myself a bucket of lava and water. That's going to be the basis for the cobble generator. So I'll stick the water in this side and the lava over here. Sweet. Alright, now from here I'm going to need to make a few things. So let's see, where did I leave my obsidian? Did I put it down here or did I leave it up top? Alright, looks like it's up top. So let's go up there. Oh. It looks like it's nighttime. So, I'm going to have to dash inside the house. Ah, creeper! No! Quick. Oop! Ah, there we go. Alright, let's go to sleep. Awesome. Alright. Now, let's go over here. And one of these chests has my obsidian in it, I'm pretty sure. Well, that's odd. I thought I had obsidian. Wonder where I left it last. Maybe over here? No. Oh, wow. Looks like that has done its job on both of these solar collectors. They've gotten all the way up to Eternalist fuel. Awesome. It's probably not going to go any higher than that unless I have some more redstone in there, if I remember correctly. I don't see obsidian in any of those either. That's strange, because I know I had some more. And I'm going to need that for my next thing. Alright. Well, in the meantime, let's see what we do have down here. Alright, so we have wood. I can definitely use that. And iron. So, I'll create a... Oops. We'll do some wooden planks here. Make a basic chest. Then convert that to iron. And we'll set that up in here. I'm thinking, let's see. Yeah, I'm going to have to do this one more down. There we go. Alright. So we'll go ahead and stick the chest there. And then I'll take my mining turtle. I'm going to set him right there. Awesome. Sweet. Now let's see, this is still working on its thing. That's awesome. Now, let's see. Positive I don't have... Seems strange as to where my obsidian would have walked off to? Oh well, not a huge issue. I will go ahead and make some in just a little bit. Alright, in the meantime, let's see. I think everything else is set up here. I will go and get myself some cactus. And I'm going to be using the cactus, again, for waterproof. And I should be able to actually stick this in the transmutation table and get myself a little bit more of this, because I'm going to need a decent amount of waterproofing. So we'll go ahead and get that started. Alright, and let's see. Let's first teach it to it. Okay. And then use that as... Awesome. Alright. So now we got an entire stack of cactus. Now let's go ahead and stick that in here. We'll do about half of it. And let's see, let's go ahead and take the redstone out of here and give it to this. Nice. Got another alternative fuel just by sticking that in. Just because of all the energy that was stored up. Wow. That is just awesome. Alright. Eventually this will just fill up. I think, if I remember correctly, I can attach buildcraft pipe to it so I can pull this stuff out. But for now I'm just going to keep it because I don't really have a use for it right now, but I will be using it later. And let's see how this is doing. Alright, well that's a good start at least. We'll go ahead and convert that into waterproofing. Then I want to make some pipes. Let's see, do I have any stone on me? I do not. Alright, do I have any in here? Doesn't look like it do either. Alright, let's just use this to convert it to smooth stone. Oops. I needed to use one of those as what I wanted. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright. Oh, still not what I want to do. There we go. Alright, we'll just do a stack of that. And if I'm remembering correctly, to make stone, we'll just do this and that in the center. Yep. We'll just make a good stack of these. I can always use more of these later if I need to. And then we don't actually need to waterproof these, because these are going to be just regular transport pipes. So, wow. Those already built all the way up to Mobius fuel on both of these. Alright. And we can always use more of the waterproofing. Sweet. Alright, I still wish I knew where my obsidian went to. I think I'll go look for it, and I will be back. Aha! I finally found it. I set it next to my nether portal that I built earlier that I wasn't able to show you because the recording messed up on one of the previous episodes. Alright, so now that I have that, well, let's just craft it right here actually. We'll make some obsidian piping. I only need to do one, honestly, because anything more than that, because I'm only going to need one pipe anyways. Alright. We'll just get back up to the room here. Get this installed. So, I'm going to do the pipe there. And then I do have smooth stone here. So we'll go ahead and fill that in. And that should be good on that regards. And I'll just kind of fill in the edges of this. Make it look better. Oops. Not exactly what I wanted to do. There we go. Alright. Now, if I've done everything properly, we should be good to go. Except, I need that obsidian pipe. And the reason why I'm going to use that in build... this isn't actually a regular buildcraft item. This is from additional pipes. And basically what obsidian pipes do is they will suck in items. And that's exactly what I want it to do. I'm going to actually program this turtle to break the block that's in front of it, which is perfect for a cobble generator. And Then once it's completely filled its inventory, it's going to drop the inventory. It's going to float down in the water, which will come out of there, and it'll go into the obsidian pipe, get sucked through there, go through the pipe, and then go into this chest here. At least that's the plan. All right, let me get the program here exactly the way I want it, and then I will actually go ahead and show that to you on camera. Give me just a moment. Alright, so I'm ready to program the turtle. Let's go ahead and do that. So in order to program it, we'll go ahead and right click it like we're going to use it for tunneling. But instead of doing tunneling, we're going to do, let's see, I think it's edit, and then I'm going to make a program called cobble. And then we'll just do that, and then it just brings up a blank screen. And it says press Control to access menu. So this blank screen, think of it kind of like a notepad basically. It's used for when you're doing your programming. So we're going to start with the first line of code, and that's while true do. And this basically just means while this is true, do this. So, and then we're going to do in a second line, if turtle, so our little turtle here, detect, and then we'll use these, which basically if it detects a block in front of it, then we're going to have it dig. So we'll do turtle, dig, and then the block in front of it again. And then we just want it to finish that. That's exactly what we want it to do there. And that would be great and everything. It would get it all. But the thing is, once it's filled up, it would just stop, basically, which is not what we want it to do. So the next line of code is basically making what's known as a variable. And what a variable is it's like a physical name, like, you know, like a name of an object, like, you know, let's say stone, for example. Except this can store like a number. So if you ask it what it is, it'll say, well, it's such and such. So we're going to name this item count, and that equals the turtle get item count, which basically this is pulling how much is in the slot 9, basically, of the turtle. So the slot 9 is the last slot down here. The reason why we're putting that into item count is we need to know when that's full. But this basically, all this line does is it puts how much is in number 9 into there. That's all it does. So in order to actually find out what's if it's equal to what we want it to, we'll use the next line of code and put if item count. So we're basically using that. We're pulling whatever it is. So let's say that there's a full stack, which is what we're actually trying to test for. It's going to go if it's equal to, whoops, not plus plus, equal to, and that's what the two equal signs are, 64, then what do we do? So that's what the next line of code is going to be. So basically, it's pulling how much is there in that particular slot, and then the next line of code is, well, you know, if that's to 64, then what are we going to do? So for this line, we're going to do for I, which is inventory basically, equals 1 through 9, so 1 comma 9. Do what? What are we going to do? So we're going to do turtle select, and then we're going to put the quotations, and in the center of that we're actually going to put I. So we're telling the turtle to select all of its internal inventory 1 through 9. Then we want it to drop that inventory, and that will this line of code will do that basically. And we don't have to put the inventory in there. We just tell it to, it's already has everything selected, so we just tell it to drop everything. And then from there, we'll do end, because that's the last of that particular part of the code. And then finally, to make this whole program end, we'll just do in there. All right, so that is all the lines of code we're going to need to get this cobble generator to work. And basically just let's go through this again really quick. So starting from line 1, while this is true, we'll do this. So if the turtle detects a block, then it will dig that block, and then that's it for that. The next line of code is the item count, which basically we're trying to find out how much is in the very last slot. If that is equal to 64, we want it to drop all of its inventory. So we tell it to select inventory, which is slot 1 through 9, and drop it. And then the end, basically, anytime you do an if-then statement, you have to put an end, because it's like if then end. It would be like if you're saying, if I walk, then I will do this, and then at the end of my day, I'm going to go to sleep. Kind of the same idea, but anyhow. So that's the end of our program. So we'll press Control, and we want to save this program, and it's now saved as cobble. We'll press Control again, and do exit. And then we could run it at this point, but I'm just going to exit out for just a moment. All right. So that basically, we have our turtle program, we got our lava, our water, everything in place. Let's go ahead and get this running. So I'll just type in cobble. And, let's see. I may have programmed this wrong. Let me go ahead and check exactly what I did. So let's see. We'll do edit cobble, and it brings up all my code again. Let's take a look here. Let's see. I may have... Let's see. Let's try. Sometimes, depending on the program language, I may have gotten this wrong. I need to put those quotations just slightly out so that it recognizes what I'm trying to do here. Let's make sure. It can be slightly picky. So, let's see here. All true. If turtle detect, then turtle dig. Okay. So then we have our end statement there. Oh, let's see. No, I got that right. All right. I don't see that I messed up any of the code, as far as I can tell. Oh. I forgot to tell it at the end. So I forgot to tell it at the end, basically, to, first of all, finish what it was doing. So end the part where it's selecting and dropping the inventory. Then I need to have it reselect its first slot. That's what I forgot to add in. And that's why it was complaining to me. So we're going to do turtle select 1, which is it's going to reselect slot 1, and then it's just going to start all over again and just repeat this process. And then the last two ends are basically just ending the whole program. All right, let's go ahead and save our changes and then exit. Now let's try that again. This time it should go through. Aha, it did. Awesome. All right. And you should be able to hear the hissing from that. And let's see. Yep, we already got 9 cobble out of it. Awesome. And that'll just continue doing that until I tell it to stop or I break the device. Now, if I break it, I'm going to have to remake the code. But I will show you at a later time how to make like a floppy disk drive, and then also floppy disks and all that kind of stuff, so that you can actually save your programs and then program any turtle you run across. But for now, we got our cobble generator up and running. I think that's awesome. And then we can use that cobble in this table here, basically, because I keep on running out of it. And so I'll have a nice steady supply of cobble. This method is probably not as fast as red power, but I like it. I think it's actually a little bit simpler than red power in some ways. All right. So I think at this point I'm going to go up and go to sleep so it's daytime, and then we will go from there. So I just need to hurry over to the house. Yay. Alright, so I've had time to sleep, and I'm back up at the house. The cobble generator is completely finished, and I was noticing, I checked back in my video, it came out kind of pixelated. I'm still trying to work out some issues with my video recorder. So basically I upped the quality basically that it's compressing at, and hopefully that should take care of it in this last part of the video here. Alright, so one of the last few things that I want to work on today, I would like to make some engines and get like another pump, and get that all started, because I'm going to start working on forestry stuff. And I'm not going to get too far into it today, because we only have about 10 minutes left in this episode. But I will at least try to get some of the basic stuff done here. So, I'm going to bring back up NEI so that I can see what I'm doing. Let me make sure that I'm still in recipe mode, because I was in one of my test worlds testing out different designs. Nope, I need to set that to recipe. Alright. And now, let's see. I need to make my redstone. Let's see, I need redstone engines. So let's go ahead and get those up. There we are. And I want the recipe for it. Let's see, the wooden gears, glass, and a piston. Alright, that should be easy enough. Let's see, do I have the iron, the redstone, and all that kind of stuff? I hope I have some left. I should have some down there if I don't. Alright. Looking good so far. Except I don't see that I have any iron processed. Oh well, no worries. I do have some in my inventory. And that is what I can do here. I'll just grab a stack of that. Awesome. Or 32 it looks like. Okay. Let's go ahead and make our pistons. So we'll go ahead and get that in there. I'm thinking this is how it was made. No, I must be doing something wrong. Ah, I had it backwards. That does help a little bit. Alright. So we're going to need at least 4 more pistons, I think. So let's go ahead and do those. Go ahead and make multiples of each. Yay! Alright. Now, out of those, we'll make our redstone engine. And I believe that I need more gears too, if I remember correctly. Yep, I'm going to need 8 total. So, did I remember to bring glass up with me? I did. Awesome. Alright. Grab some extra wood here. And convert that into sticks. Must have done that wrong. Thinking about gears before I actually make them. Aha. There we go. So now we have plenty of gears. So we'll just stick those in there. Stick that in here. I'm still forgetting how to make the redstone engine. Let's just stick that in the crafting table. Awesome. That way I don't forget. Alright. So now we have those. Sweet. Alright. Now, let's see. I'm thinking, at least for my first machine, this is going to be a good starting spot over here. So we'll get that all nice and cleared out. Shouldn't take too long. Awesome. And I just need to collect some water at this point, because I want to make a nice eternal water source. Sweet. All right. And there we are. All right. Now from there, let's see, I have my redstone engines. Oh, I need a pump. And the other machine I want to make, and I'll do that actually probably first, since you've seen me make the pump before, and I'll actually do the pump and that kind of stuff off camera. I'm going to make a fermenter. And you're like, well, what in the world does that do? Well, here it is. And basically what it does is it'll take tree saplings, and I'll actually have to check their wiki and get back to you on what else it will use to ferment. And then I'll need to make some fertilizer to go in it. But I need some bronze gears. So I'm going to need to make actually some stone gears to do that. Alright, so... Oh, and I also need to find out what that sturdy machine takes. So let's see. Oh, it's just all bronze in the center. Okay, that's doable, definitely. Alright, so let's make my inventory clear again. And I'll need copper and tin, if I remember correctly, and I believe that makes bronze. Let's double check, just in case. Because I might be wrong. Nope, I definitely made bronze. Awesome. Alright, do I have any more of that in my inventory? No. Okay. Well, I guess in that case, I will make some more then. Let's see, I got plenty of copper. And if that makes 4, that'll make at least 1 sturdy machine. So let's just grab some of my copper and tin that I have here to drop off some of my stuff. And we'll go to sleep real quick so that we don't get attacked by spiders here. There we go. And then we'll come back to here. Alright. Let's see, where was I? Ah, the tin and the other. So let's go ahead and get that put in. Alright, now let's see. Oops. Never a good idea to stick your ores directly into the furnace. You will not have as many when you do that. So I'll just stick in 3 for now. I think that should be plenty. Get my overclocker upgrade and stick that in there. And that way we'll get this all done a lot faster. And in the meantime, I'm going to check right back over here. And let's see, just to make sure I don't have any other processed ores. Doesn't look like I do. Okay. Alright. And then we'll wait for this to do its thing. I think that should be plenty for now. We'll drop that into the furnace. And then we'll get started doing some of this. And we'll do about 10. Should be fine. Alright. So I will cut here and be right back as soon as I get all that processed. Alright, and I am back. We got all the bronze that we're going to need. Let's start with making that sturdy machine. So we just stick the bronze in the center here, and there is our sturdy machine. Awesome. Achievement get Bronze Age. Yay! Alright. Now, we'll stick that in the center. Let's see. Do I still have my glass on me? I do. Oh, wait a minute. Before I do that, I need to make some bronze gears. Now I'm going to need 4 of them. 1 to go in each corner. And I do hope that I made... Did I make enough of this? No, I did not. I'm going to need just a little bit more. Alright, in that case, let me run back over here and grab some of the copper that I have processing. And let's see, we should have just enough to be able to do this, actually. Yay! And that'll give us enough to do 1 more gear. Awesome. Now we'll stick 1 of those in each corner of the crafting table. Stick the sturdy machine in the center. And stick these on each one of the sides. And that gets us a fermenter. Now I'm going to run that out. I'm going to set that right about... Yeah, here should be fine. Now this has a nice interface. It may look kind of complicated at first, but actually, it's actually quite not. So the slot over on the left-hand side that has the tank symbol is where water is going to be. The slot on the right is where biofuel is going to come out. And that's actually what the fermenter makes. And then the top slot is going to be for where I'm going to put saplings to ferment. And then I'm going to put fertilizer from the bottom, which I will actually show you how to make either on this episode or next. Now you'll notice there's actually some tips to the right. If I click on this, the top one says no fuel. Well, duh. So let's see. Did you know your fermenter can not only create biomass, it can also use honeydew and liquid honey to make short mead. Short mead basically can be used, is edible basically. And that's why it's letting me know that. Anyhow, so I can store the stuff in here. This is all compatible with Buildcraft pipes, since it was originally an addition to Buildcraft. And so I'm actually going to be using these redstone engines with a pump. I'm going to pump water from here into the fermenter, and then I'm going to have some fertilizer that I'm going to have in it, and then I'll pump it back out into over here. All right. Well, for now, that looks like a really good wrapping up point for this episode. I will get back to finishing this on next episode, and then we'll go from there and start making some of the other stuff from Forestry. Should be quite exciting. I hope you'll join me. Have a good day. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you'd like to help me improve or have ideas for future videos, leave it in the comments below, or send it to techntux@gmail.com.